Working as a freelancer isn't easy. There are mistakes many freelancers make along the way. When I first started, I made some pretty bad ones that cost me money and ongoing client work. If you don't want to make these mistakes, keep watching the video to the end. If you want to get more clients, increase your earnings and reach the top-rated levels on Upwork, subscribe for more tips and real case studies. I also share tips on blogging, affiliate marketing and creating online businesses. Now let's get started. Here we will go through the top 7 mistakes new freelancers make when they're starting out freelancing and how you can avoid making them. So the first mistake is doing work you don't like. Some people think of taking every and any job that comes their way when they start freelancing. If you do this, you either hate it and this will send you quickly back to your job. So doing a whole bunch of work that you're not interested in is a quick way to kill your freelancing dreams. Or you keep working as a freelancer but never get to high income you dreamed of. If you hate doing something, you simply won't excel in it. So only take work that aligns with where you want to take your freelancing career. If you don't know what you like, try different niches, but try to quickly choose the one that you like the most. Mistake number 2, picking the wrong client. You can pick the wrong client easily if you're not familiar with working with clients remotely or just new to freelancing. There are a couple of things that you need to make sure are in place when you work with clients on sites like Upwork. First, make sure that the payment method is verified. The second is make sure that they have positive feedbacks on their profile. Make sure they left some positive feedback to freelancers and make sure you can clearly see who the company or the person is that you'll be working with. Scammers are all over freelance platforms. Upwork is no exception. Mistake number 3. Time mismanagement. Don't make the mistake of not scheduling deadlines. Most of us have a job or other responsibilities besides freelancing. So to avoid missing deadlines, organize your time and use one of the productivity tools such as ClickUp or Notion. You can check the video in the description. These tools will send you notifications and remind you of your deadlines. Always give the client an estimated time that will take you to complete the job, even if they don't add it on the contract or ask you about it. Of course, give yourself time. If it takes you 10 hours to complete the job, tell them it takes 15 hours, 24 to 48 hours ahead of the actual due date. So if something comes up with your other responsibilities, you will deliver the work on time or even earlier than agreed. Mistake number 4, charging too little or too high for a job. I made this mistake myself and I was charging low rates because I didn't have a profile rating. I still think it's a good strategy when you don't have any ratings on your profile, but you should move on to charging slightly higher rates within 2 to 3 jobs or within your first month on Upwork, which I didn't do myself, so I got stuck with lower rates for weeks, and it is quite difficult to raise my rates with existing clients. But some new freelancers charge high rates when they're just starting on Upwork. It is hard to get highly paid jobs when you're just starting on the platform. So lower your rates, and once you build up the social proof, aka 5-star reviews, you can raise your rates. If you don't know how much to charge, check other freelancers in your niche and in the same location as you and with the same level as you. Let's say a rising talent or with a GSS score of 85%. Mistake number 5, lack of communication. This is probably one of the most common mistakes new freelancers make, and not just as a newbie. It can happen to experienced freelancers too. Communication is key when you work with clients remotely. Make sure that you understand the client requirements before you start work. Ask questions if you're not sure anything, and always clarify back to the client what they want with each job you receive. In that way, they have the opportunity to make changes or clarify things if you haven't understood exactly what they need. If they send you files, check them before you start work, so you know what they expect you to do. Mistake number 6, not being professional with clients. Sometimes you might not agree with what the client asks you or direct you to do, so don't get your emotions get in the way. Always try to be professional and explain your point of view and why things can't be done the way the client wants them to be done. If you don't come to an agreement and you're not on a contract yet, walk away. It's better to reject that work than work with a difficult client, and there is a high chance that you will get a bad feedback or negative review. If you are on a contract, arrange a call on Upwork and get it solved as quickly as possible. And if you need to vent, do it with a friend, a peer, but never to the client. Mistake number 7. Taking on work you can't do. Never say you can do something if you don't have some idea of how to do it or the way you get it done in the time frame the client is looking for. Example, you can outsource it. Clients know when you don't know what you're talking about, so stick to what you know. You can learn quickly or outsource, and you will have a much better time at finding and retaining clients. Be sure that you will get negative feedback and negative reviews if you take on a job that you have no idea how to do or you know you will deliver late. The key is to be aware of these mistakes and avoid them as much as you can. Come back and watch this video to make sure you're not making these mistakes with each client you take on. Have you made any of these mistakes? And how did you deal with them? Leave your comments below. I would be happy to read them. If you're not getting clients and not sure why, check the video in the description below. Thank you for watching.